Good afternoon, friends. Think about how many times in your life other people have persuaded you to do it their way. Think about how many times in your life you have been successful in persuading others to do it your way. As a business owner or a professional, a lot of time is spent interacting with others, whether they are your employee, customers, vendors, or professional colleagues. In fact, part of your overall success as a business owner comes from being able to influence people to do what you want to do them. But it's hard to influence others. Well, not if you practice certain things and continually work to enhance your persuasion skill. You can get your way. Simply, it's an act or a process or the instance of pursuing. Today, we will talk about the power of persuasion and the traits of a highly persuasive professionals, and explain how you can use these tips not only to feel more confident, but to ultimately enhance your ability to influence others. What made the difference? Did the people who persuaded you have a greater passion, greater skill, a greater understanding of the persuasion process? Maybe they just expected they exerted their actually authority like a parent or a boss, and you did it their way, but you grumbled the whole time. Regardless of who wins in the persuasion process, the underlying element, that is, the winner is a more powerful persuader than the loser. I can teach you all about persuasion, but there is a self-discipline that goes with it that will determine your ability to harness the power of the information you are reading or practicing. I believe and have started with these essence of harnessing the power of persuasion is developing a strong belief system, not just one part of the belief system, the entire belief system, and to practice it by doing it. They are specific, very clear, laid down traits of a great persuader. And the first and the foremost, I feel that these people, those who have the power of persuasion, they listen actively. They may seem incredibly obvious, but it's one of the most important traits you can master. When you are actively listening to someone, you are truly digging deep to understand their point of view, motivation, and reasons for feeling a certain way. Sure, you want to make a sale of or share your next big idea with a group of potential vendors, but they will never allow you to gain influence over them if you don't take the time to hear them patiently. Talk less, my friend, and listen more. Work to truly build a relationship. Learn to ask effective questions. Just as active listening to in professionals, so is the ability to ask effective questions. In order to improve your persuasion skills, you will need to master the art of asking effective questions, so you can more clearly understand or exchange the information you need to influence others. The key is open-ended questions and then listen patiently. An open-ended question forces the person you are talking with to give a more in-depth answer. Let the conversation flow naturally, but allow the person you are speaking with to fully express their problems and needs, so you can form a strategy for how you can solve their concerns. Encourage the others to talk. Very important. In any professional or business communication, communication is most vital. From face-to-face interactions to email and telephone calls, you are constantly communicating with others. A professional who has learned how to persuade others will talk noticeably less, encouraging others to talk more. This is effective because it allows you to gain trust by showing that you care about and what they have to say. Letting people talk is one of the best ways you can build rapport and good relationship. The more that someone opens up to you and talks to you, ultimately the more they trust you. Show passion. Passion is incredibly important in building influences. Think about it this way. When you are talking with someone about a service or a product, you can tell they live and breathe. You are more than likely to draw to them and whatsoever they may be talking to you. People buy into emotions if you can show them passion and conviction for your idea, that you are step closer to gaining the same by in any conviction in others, who will in turn share it with others. My friends, give it an impression that they are genuine. Persuasive people are very genuine people. They don't fake words. They are sincere people. These are individuals who strive to be honest in all walks of life and are comfortable in their own skin. They know who they are as a person and don't deviate too far from their center. Being genuine helps build trust and among others, because individuals know who you are and what you stand for. My friends, learn to invest in others. Very important. Do you want to be more persuasive? Well, invest in others. Highly persuasive professionals take the time to help others and achieve their goals. That can easily be done by offering advice, mentoring younger colleagues, and providing unwavering encouragement. These seems to be like small things, but they will truly make a difference and show that what you are thinking about the success of others. My friend, connect with people. Have a very clear and concise communication. Being able to share your ideas in a quick, understandable way is important as a businessman or any professional. When you speak, you should come across as knowledgeable about whatever you are discussing and talking about. No matter how complex the topic is, be prepared to explain. If so, that someone who knows nothing about the topic can understand it. If you can communicate convincingly while speaking to someone with lesser knowledge, imagine how influential you will sound. How influential you will sound. When you are speaking to well-versed on the subject. It always leaves a very good first impression. Try and make a best first impression. We all know that impressions are critical in any relationship, building rapport, any business, any communication. People tend to form an opinion about us within the first 7 seconds of our meeting, remember. So, how do you combat that and make a good impression? Smile. Practice good postures. Be welcoming. And often a firm handshake. The more you are able to project a positive vibe, better it is. Very important, my friend. Utilize a good body language. People who are highly persuasive tends to also focus on positive body language. You have to concisely think about your approach and how you are posturing yourself. From hand gestures to facial expressions to the tone of your voice you use when speaking. All of these often clues to those who are meeting them. When you maintain your eye contact with someone, open yourself to them and speak with positive, enthusiastic tone, you create a welcoming environment, my friend, remember. As a professional or a business owner or a high executive, having the ability to influence others and persuade them to act as you'd like to achievable is certainly achievable. Don't believe the myths that certain people are born with persuasive traits. If you decide the time and energy to perfecting these traits of highly persuasive professionals, you will be on your way to improving yourself and your relationships, and you will have exclusive power of persuasion. The better you become at persuasion, my friends, remember, combined with a great reputation, indicates that you have begun to harness the power of persuasion offers. Thank you very much.